Donald Sutherland has been called one of the greatest actors never to be nominated for an Oscar. He's appeared in more than 150 films and TV shows.
I don't deserve this. But I have arthritis, and I don't deserve that either.
Welcome back to our channel. Donald Sutherland, a global icon of cinema, is not only renowned for his extraordinary acting talent, but also stands as a testament to resilience, passion, and unyielding pride. Yet, behind the iconic roles and the brilliance of a career spanning over 7 decades lies a life filled with tragedy, challenges, and sacrifices that few truly understand. Beneath the surface of a dazzling career, Donald Sutherland has endured unimaginable pain. From a frail childhood plagued by severe illnesses to heartbreaks in love and the consistent disregard of the Academy, he has faced every trial with remarkable tenacity. What has fueled his enduring strength? And how has Donald Sutherland, despite never laying his hands on the golden Oscar statue, cemented himself as an irreplaceable legend in the hearts of audiences worldwide? Join us as we uncover the hidden layers of Donald Sutherland's life. A journey etched not only in timeless cinematic masterpieces, but also in his unbreakable will and fierce determination to thrive. Early life. Donald Sutherland was born on July 17, 1935, in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, into a family deeply rooted in intellectual and social traditions. His father, Frederick McLeod Sutherland, was an engineer and politician who set high standards in life. Meanwhile, Donald's maternal grandfather, Tommy Douglas, was one of Canada's most significant historical figures, revered as the father of Medicare. The blend of his father's logical mindset and his grandfather's spirit of dedication formed the foundation of Donald's core values. However, Donald's childhood was far from easy. At just 2.5 years old, he contracted polio, a dangerous disease at a time before vaccines were available. As a result, one of his legs became shorter than the other, a lifelong physical reminder of the illness. To make matters worse, Donald also suffered from mastoiditis, a severe infection behind the ear that required doctors to use a hammer and chisel for treatment. These painful memories left not only physical scars, but also a deep psychological imprint on the young boy. Donald's early years were further marked by illness. At the age of 9, he was struck by rheumatic fever, forcing him to miss an entire year of school. These struggles with his health taught him a profound lesson in resilience. He later shared that it was during those most challenging times that he learned the importance of never giving up. Amid these trials, Donald also grew up in an environment rich in humanity. His family constantly encouraged him to explore and learn about the world around him. This nurturing upbringing instilled in him a sense of idealism and a rebellious spirit against social injustice. As he grew older, Donald didn't initially see himself pursuing a career in the arts. He first chose to study engineering at the University of Toronto, a field considered stable. However, his life took a pivotal turn when he happened to watch Federico Fellini's La Strada. The film sparked a blazing passion for the arts within him. Combined with his experience of watching Paths of Glory, he realized that acting was not just a profession, but a powerful tool to voice injustice and the desire to change the world. From that moment, Donald decided to leave engineering behind and follow his artistic dreams. He moved to London, England, to study at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, marking the official beginning of a journey that would establish him as one of cinema's greatest legends. But this start was anything but smooth. Donald faced repeated rejections and often felt out of place, as his appearance did not align with the handsome standards of Hollywood at the time. These formative years, though filled with challenges, shaped Donald Sutherland into a strong and ambitious individual, ready to confront any obstacle in his quest for artistic excellence. Early career. The early days of Donald Sutherland's acting journey were far from glamorous. After moving to London and enrolling at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, he quickly realized that acting was not just an art form, but an unrelenting battle for survival. Despite his passion for the craft, Donald frequently faced skepticism from directors and producers. His towering height of 6 feet 4 inches, 193 centimeters, and prominent ears often led to rejection, as he didn't fit the mold of the boy-next-door archetype favored by films of the era. Donald's first breakthrough came with his role in Castle of the Living Dead, 1964, a low-budget Italian horror film. While the role didn't catapult him to stardom, it was an opportunity for him to learn and showcase his persistence. Donald once revealed that he earned just $40 a week and slept on the director's sofa, a testament to his determination to pursue his dream. Although the film didn't bring him fame, it allowed him to build connections within the industry and continue forging ahead on his challenging path. In 1967, a major opportunity came when Donald was cast in a supporting role in The Dirty Dozen. This war film boasted an all-star cast, including Lee Marvin and Charles Bronson. Initially, Donald played a minor character among the Dirty Dozen, but fate intervened when a critical scene was reassigned to him after co-star Clint Walker refused to perform it. With his talent and versatility, Donald turned the scene into one of the film's highlights. Although his role was small, it opened doors, drawing attention from directors who began to recognize his natural and distinctive acting abilities. Following his initial success in The Dirty Dozen, Donald continued to make his mark with roles in horror films such as Dr. Terror's House of Horrors and Die, Die, My Darling. While these were still low-budget productions, they gave him the chance to hone his craft and establish his name within the filmmaking community. However, the true turning point came in 1970 with his role in Robert Altman's MASH. Donald played Hawkeye Pierce, an army surgeon with a sharp wit and rebellious nature, navigating the harsh realities of the Korean War. With his natural, intelligent acting style and exceptional improvisational skills, Donald infused the character with life, making it the heart and soul of the film. MASH not only became a commercial success, but also a cultural phenomenon, earning Donald global recognition as an exceptional acting talent. During the early years of his career, Donald Sutherland proved that success requires more than talent. It demands resilience and the determination to overcome prejudice. From an unknown actor to a rising star, he steadily carved out his place in a relentless industry, laying the foundation for his ascent to cinematic legend. A successful career. Donald Sutherland's career reached remarkable heights, thanks to the perfect blend of innate talent and relentless determination. After struggling with minor roles in his early years, he began to build a solid reputation with MASH, 1970, a film that not only propelled him to international stardom, but also became a cultural icon. The success of MASH served as a launchpad for him to conquer a series of cinematic masterpieces that followed. One of the most memorable milestones in Donald Sutherland's career was his performance in Don't Look Now, 1973, a psychological horror film hailed as a masterpiece of the genre. Donald portrayed the pain and torment of a grieving father with such emotional depth that it sent chills through audiences. The film not only solidified his reputation as an exceptional actor, but also marked his transition from a promising talent to a bona fide star. His career continued to soar with his role in Ordinary People, 1980, a film that achieved both critical and commercial success. Playing a father grappling with the loss of his son, Donald delivered a raw and nuanced performance that touched viewers' hearts. Yet again, however, recognition from the Academy eluded him. While the film won 5 Oscars, including Best Picture, Donald was notably absent from the list of nominees, leaving fans and critics outraged. Many speculated that his strong political views and anti-war activism might have led the Academy to overlook him deliberately. Despite this lack of formal acknowledgement, Donald refused to let the absence of awards diminish his career. He continued to shine in iconic films like JFK, 1991, where he delivered a brief but unforgettable performance, and the Hunger Games series, 2012 to 2015, where he redefined the archetype of a villain as President Snow. Interestingly, Donald didn't audition for this role. Instead, he sent director Gary Ross a 3-page email explaining why he was perfect for the part, a testament to his passion and meticulous approach to his craft. However, Donald's career at its peak was not without challenges. He clashed with several directors, most notably Robert Altman during the production of MASH. This discord meant he never worked with Altman again, a loss Donald had to accept despite its potential impact on his career. His perfectionism also placed pressure on colleagues, but it was this very trait that contributed to his outstanding performances. For instance, he insisted on filming his first scene from the middle of the script to ensure he had fully immersed himself in the character before appearing on screen. While this approach sometimes caused tension on set, it demonstrated his dedication and passion for his art. Despite facing obstacles ranging from being overlooked by the Academy to professional disputes, Donald Sutherland never stopped proving his worth with every role he played. He is the embodiment of a true artist, someone who refuses to let fame or recognition define him. With over 200 roles to his name, Donald Sutherland's career is not just a journey through cinematic excellence, but a story of resilience, determination, and unyielding passion. He is a man who overcame it all to become a legend, cherished by audiences around the world. Political and social views and passions. Beyond his illustrious acting career, Donald Sutherland is also known as a social activist, unafraid to speak out for justice. His strong political views and unwavering stance against injustice are inseparable from his identity, elevating him beyond the role of a mere actor to a voice for change. Since the 1970s, Donald has been an active participant in anti-war movements, particularly during the peak of the Vietnam War. One of his most notable projects was the documentary FTA, 1972, short for F, the Army, which he co-produced with Jane Fonda. The film, a scathing critique of war and U.S. military policies, stirred significant controversy, but also underscored Donald's courage and commitment to using art as a platform for political expression. His boldness not only earned him admiration from younger generations and social movements, but also placed him on the CIA's watch list throughout the early 1970s. Donald's activism extended beyond anti-war efforts. He has been a vocal advocate for issues such as climate change and human rights. He once stated that he finds political meaning in every piece of work he undertakes, a sentiment particularly evident in the Hunger Games series. His portrayal of President Snow was not just a typical villain, but a profound commentary on oppression, inequality, and social conflict. Donald expressed his hope that the series would not only make people think, but also inspire action. The three-finger salute from the films became a symbol of political resistance in many countries, from Thailand to Myanmar, demonstrating the series and Donald's influence far beyond the screen. Outside of art and politics, Donald harbors a deep passion for cars, especially Ferraris. His love affair with Ferrari began in the 1960s when he first saw the iconic Italian car. The first Ferrari he owned was a 275 GTB4, purchased in 1968 with his initial earnings from acting. Although he had to sell it after a divorce to accommodate his children, his passion for Ferraris never faded. Over time, Donald amassed an impressive car collection, including a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, one of the rarest and most valuable cars in the world. Yet, his love for automobiles goes beyond ownership. He frequently participates in car exhibitions and rallies, where he shares his enthusiasm with like-minded individuals. Known for his spirited driving style, Donald's excitement behind the wheel remains undiminished by age. Even when not driving luxurious sports cars, he relishes the freedom and joy of driving. which he considers a way to unwind and restore balance in his life. The fusion of art, politics, and personal passions has created a multidimensional and inspiring figure in Donald Sutherland. He is not only an exceptional actor, but also a courageous individual who stands firmly for his beliefs and lives a life fueled by unrelenting passion. For Donald, art is not merely entertainment, but a tool for societal change, a message he has conveyed successfully throughout both his career and personal life. Personal life and health. While Donald Sutherland's career has been illustrious and celebrated, his personal life has been a contrasting tapestry of highs and lows, filled with emotional complexity. From turbulent relationships to family challenges, Donald has faced no shortage of difficulties in balancing the limelight of his career with the hidden struggles of his personal life. Donald has been married 3 times. His first marriage, to teacher Lois Hardwick, ended quietly. But his second marriage, to Canadian actress Shirley Douglas, was far more tumultuous. While living in England, the couple had twins, a responsibility that made Donald acutely aware of the pressure to provide for his family during the early, uncertain stages of his career. Shirley, known for her strong political activism, brought the family into the center of a dramatic event. While Donald was filming Kelly's Heroes in the former Yugoslavia, he received news that Shirley had been arrested in Los Angeles for attempting to purchase explosives from an undercover FBI agent to support political activities. Although he was not directly involved, the incident placed Donald in a challenging position, navigating media scrutiny while worrying about his family. This second marriage eventually ended, and in 1972, Donald married actress Francine Racette, who has been his partner for over 50 years. Francine has been more than a spouse. She has been a steadying presence during Donald's most difficult periods. However, even this enduring relationship has faced its share of challenges. Francine once candidly admitted that Donald's deep immersion in his roles sometimes disrupted their family life. For instance, when preparing to play a pyromaniac in Backdraft, 1991, he spent the entire summer consumed by his character, which she described as ruining their vacation. Yet their humor and love have always held them together, with Donald once joking, "We fight, but in the end, Francine always makes me laugh." As a father, Donald is devoted. He has 5 children, the most famous of whom is Kiefer Sutherland, star of the television series 24. Donald and Kiefer first shared the screen in the film Forsaken, 2016, where they played father and son. While Donald has always encouraged his children to carve their own paths, he hasn't shied away from sharing life lessons. When a young Kiefer once asked his father whether he was handsome, Donald paused before replying, "You have a very distinctive face." Though seemingly ambiguous, the comment was a subtle affirmation, helping Kiefer build confidence in himself. Despite the love and laughter, Donald's personal life has not been without hardship. He has endured losses, inner conflicts, and the pressures of a demanding career. He has admitted to moments of emptiness and even considered abandoning everything. But the support of his family and his passion for art have always pulled him through. In addition to emotional challenges, Donald has faced severe health crises. In 1970, while at the peak of his career, he contracted spinal meningitis during the filming of Kelly's Heroes in Yugoslavia. The illness left him in a coma for 6 weeks and brought him to the brink of death. Donald later recounted a near-death experience in which he felt himself entering a green tunnel and saw a white light, a haunting memory that profoundly impacted his life and work. Thankfully, timely medical intervention saved him, and he made a full recovery. Years later, in his 70s, Donald faced another health scare: prostate cancer. He underwent successful surgery in 2010 and has since spoken openly about his experience, using it as an opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of regular health checkups. By sharing his journey, Donald not only inspired his fans, but also emphasized that even legends are not immune to life's challenges. Throughout his life, Donald Sutherland has fought not only to carve out a place for himself in the world of cinema, but also to protect and nurture the relationships that matter most to him. Behind the glamour, he is a real person, flawed yet deeply compassionate and resilient. The trials he has faced have not defeated him. Instead, they have added depth and strength to the legacy he leaves behind. Later years and legacy. In the twilight of his life, Donald Sutherland showed no signs of slowing down in his acting career. On the contrary, he remained one of the most sought-after actors, consistently proving his talent across a range of projects, from blockbuster films to artistic endeavors. His portrayal of President Snow in the Hunger Games series, 2012 to 2015, not only reintroduced him to a younger audience, but also presented a complex, sharp, and deeply layered antagonist. Donald once stated that he did not view Snow as a pure villain, but as a bureaucrat with cold but rational thinking. This perspective allowed him to deliver a memorable performance that left a unique imprint on the character. In these later years, Donald also appeared in critically acclaimed films such as The Leisure Seeker, 2017, and Ad Astra, 2019. While these roles were often supporting, they showcased his emotional depth and nuanced acting. He continued to prove that age was not a barrier, but rather an asset, bringing a sense of experience and authenticity to his characters. Beyond acting, Donald spent more time with his family and pursued personal passions. After decades of tireless work, he often shared that moments with his wife, Francine Racette, and their children were the most cherished of his life. He frequently appeared alongside his family at major events, not for show, but to affirm that behind the brilliance of a cinematic legend, he was also a devoted husband and father. Donald Sutherland passed away on June 20th, 2024, at the age of 88, after a long battle with an undisclosed illness. His passing left a profound sense of loss among fans, colleagues, and the film industry at large. Despite never receiving an Academy Award, Donald's legacy transcends accolades and trophies. He was the epitome of a true artist, someone who placed artistic quality above all else and constantly challenged himself to do better. Donald Sutherland's legacy lies not only in the more than 200 roles he portrayed in films and television, but also in his deep influence on generations of actors. He inspired not just through his immense talent, but also through his disciplined work ethic and perseverance in the face of challenges. The lessons he left behind about dedication, discipline, and passion for the craft will forever serve as an inspiration for future artists. However, Donald's legacy extends beyond the realm of art. His contributions to social movements, from anti-war activism to human rights advocacy, left an indelible mark. He was a powerful voice against injustice and a man unafraid to confront difficulties to uphold his ideals. Donald demonstrated that art is not merely a tool for storytelling, but also a vehicle for transforming the world. Donald Sutherland's career is a testament to a life lived to its fullest, not only for art, but also for the community and the values he held dear. Although he has departed, the light from his performances, the stories he told, and the ideals he championed will continue to shine in the hearts of his fans and in the history of world cinema. A legend has concluded his journey, but his legacy will endure forever. Donald Sutherland was not only a legend of the silver screen, but also a symbol of resilience, passion, and relentless determination. From a young boy overcoming a childhood plagued with illness, he rose to become one of the greatest actors of the century, leaving his mark through more than 200 roles, each embodying his boundless versatility. Though he never held an Oscar in his hands, his legacy far surpasses any award, as his contributions went beyond the realm of art to encompass profound human values. Donald Sutherland's life was an inspiring journey, where career, family, and grand ideals intertwined to create an extraordinary individual. He embodied the essence of a true artist, refusing to let the spotlight define him. instead allowing his talent and dedication to speak volumes. From timeless films and vivid moments on stage to powerful advocacy and social movements, Donald Sutherland has left behind an irreplaceable legacy. His passing marks the end of a significant chapter in the history of cinema, but the story of his life and career will remain a source of inspiration for generations to come. Donald Sutherland didn't just act, he lived for art, and through it, he touched the hearts of millions around the world. A legend may have departed, but the light of the stories he told will continue to shine, a lasting reminder that resilience and passion can overcome all challenges, living on forever in the hearts of those who love the arts. If you also admire Donald Sutherland, leave a comment saying, "Love Donald Sutherland," if his journey has touched your heart. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.